I am 81 years old now, and when people hear that, they usually smile politely and say, I must have many stories. They are right, but most of my stories are not exciting or heroic. They are quiet stories, filled with realizations that came far too late. Life does not teach you in dramatic moments. It teaches you slowly, gently, through ordinary days that you barely notice. And then one day, when your hair is white and your body is tired, all those lessons come together, and you finally understand what really mattered and what never did. When I was young, I believed life was a race. Everyone around me seemed to be running, so I ran too. I did not know where I was going, only that stopping felt dangerous. I believed that if I slowed down, I would fall behind, and falling behind meant failure. I woke up early, worked late, and filled my days with noise and pressure. I told myself this was ambition, that this was how successful people lived. In truth, I was afraid of being ordinary, afraid of being forgotten, afraid of not being enough. In those years, I cared deeply about what people thought of me. Their opinions felt like mirrors, showing me who I was worth. A compliment could lift me for days, and criticism could break me instantly. I changed myself to fit expectations. I said yes when I wanted to say no. I stayed silent when I should have spoken. I smiled when I was exhausted inside. I wore so many masks that I forgot which one was truly mine. I thought this was maturity, but it was only self-abandonment. I chased approval as if it were oxygen. I wanted my parents to be proud, my colleagues to admire me, and strangers to respect me. I measured my value by how busy I was and how tired I felt. If I was exhausted, I believed I was important. If I had no time, I believed I was needed. I did not realize that I was trading my peace for praise, and praise never stays for long. People move on quickly. They always do. The applause fades, but the exhaustion remains. Love existed in my life, real and warm, but I treated it like something that could wait. I told myself I would spend more time later, that I would say the important things tomorrow, that there would always be another chance. I missed dinners because of work. I missed conversations because I was distracted. I missed moments because I believed they were replaceable. I thought providing was the same as loving, but love needs presence, not excuses. One day, someone I loved looked at me and said I was always there, but never truly present. That sentence stayed with me longer than any praise I ever received. As the years passed, responsibilities grew heavier. Work, bills, expectations, and obligations filled my days. Life felt urgent all the time, yet strangely empty. I kept telling myself that once things settled down, I would finally live, but things never settled down. Life does not slow itself for anyone. It only moves forward, quietly taking time with it. I believe I was in control, that my plans were solid and my future predictable. Then life reminded me how fragile control truly is. Illness arrived without warning. Loss came without asking permission. Friends drifted away, some because of distance, some because of misunderstandings, and some because life simply ended for them. No one tells you how lonely adulthood can be. When you are young, you believe friendships are permanent. When you grow older, you learn that many people are only meant to walk with you for a short part of the road. That realization is painful, but it is also honest. In my 60s, my body began to speak. At first, it whispered through small aches and moments of fatigue. I ignored it, believing rest was weakness. Then the whispers became louder. My knees protested, my back reminded me of every careless movement, and my energy faded faster than before. Eventually, my body forced me to stop. Hospital became familiar places. Medicines filled drawers, and mirrors showed me a version of myself I did not recognize. Slowing down was no longer a choice. It was a necessity. One morning, sitting alone, I held an old photograph of myself. In it, I was young, strong, and smiling without knowing why. I stared at that photo for a long time and asked myself a question I had avoided my entire life. Had I truly lived, or had I only survived? That question changed everything. It made me look honestly at my past, without excuses or pride. As I grew older, something unexpected happened. I started to let go. I stopped caring about winning arguments. Being right no longer felt important. I stopped caring about impressing people who did not truly know me. I stopped caring about being liked by everyone, because peace felt better than popularity. I stopped chasing perfection and accepted that flaws are part of being human. Letting go felt like putting down heavy bags I did not realize I'd been carrying for decades. What remained was simple and beautiful. Quiet mornings without rushing. Conversations without checking the time. Silence that felt comforting instead of frightening. I began to notice small things again. The taste of tea, the warmth of sunlight through a window, the sound of genuine laughter. I realized that happiness is not loud or dramatic. It is gentle and often invisible to those who are rushing past it. People often ask me what I regret the most. I do not regret failure, because failure taught me resilience. I do not regret mistakes, because mistakes taught me wisdom. What I regret is delay. Delaying love, delaying rest, delaying joy. I regret the words I never said, the apologies I postponed, and the hugs I assumed I would have time for later. Time is patient, but it is not generous. It does not wait forever. Forgiveness was another lesson that came late. I held on to anger for years, replaying old wounds as if they were valuable memories. I thought holding grudges protected me, but they only aged me faster. One day, I realized that the people who hurt me were living their lives, while I was carrying the weight alone. I chose to forgive, not because they deserved it, but because I deserved peace. Old age is honest. The crowd becomes smaller. The noise fades. There are fewer invitations and fewer voices calling your name, but the people who remain are real. I learned that one sincere connection is worth more than 100 shallow ones. Loneliness taught me the value of presence, and silence taught me the value of truth. If you are young and listening to this, please understand something I learned too late. You do not need to rush so much. You do not need to prove your worth every single day. Rest is not laziness, and joy is not a distraction. Love is not something to postpone. Say what matters now. Spend time with the people you care about. Be present while you still can. Life does not care about your titles, your resume, or how busy you were. It does not remember how much money you made or how many people admired you. It remembers how you lived. Did you love deeply? Did you forgive freely? Did you live honestly? At 81, I finally understand that life is not about being impressive. It is about being present. Now, as I sit quietly and look out the window, the world feels calm. The silence no longer scares me. It feels full, not empty. If I could live again, I would live slower, love louder, and worry less. Because in the end, the things I feared never truly mattered, and the things that mattered were always simple, waiting patiently for my attention.